Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. It's Ashley, and today I'm going to do an English lesson that will get you one step closer to sounding like a native English speaker. I am going to show you how to say you are sick, but in a way that shows just how sick you feel. Before we begin, I want you to check out these comparisons, and you'll see exactly why I've decided to do this English lesson. I feel sick. I'm as sick as a dog. I feel sick. I'm at death's door. I feel sick. I feel out of sorts today. I feel sick. I'm just a little under the weather. I feel sick. I have one foot in the grave. See, I said I feel sick, and I gave 5 other ways to say the same thing, but the alternative ways showed different emotions. It showed just how sick I am, if I'm seriously ill, or if I'm just feeling a little ill. This is how native speakers express themselves. It is seldom that we will just say, I feel sick. Today I'm going to show you how to talk about being sick, how to describe your symptoms, and how to speak about recovering after being sick. It's a perfect lesson if you are wanting to improve your everyday English speaking skills in under 10 minutes. If you are ready to level up your English and want to sound more like a native English speaker, then this lesson is for you. Hit the subscribe button and let's learn English. Let's start with the first alternative to I'm sick. I'm as sick as a dog. This phrase is a synonym for I'm very, very, very sick, usually with some flu-type symptoms. Think about someone with a red runny nose and a fever and so on. That's the picture that should come to mind when someone says they're as sick as a dog. In a sentence, it can be used very simply. How are you feeling? Ugh, I'm as sick as a dog. Number 2, to have one's foot in the grave. It means to be so sick you feel like you are half dead already. However, it often refers to old people or people who have been sick for a long time and look like they aren't going to recover. Be careful with this one because depending on how it's used, it can come across as insensitive. You cannot say, you are so old you already have one foot in the grave. No, it's insensitive, but you can use it when you are talking to someone else about an old person. Example, my grandfather isn't doing so well. It looks like he has one foot in the grave. Number 3, to be at death's door. Yes, it sounds creepy and sinister, and it makes you feel exactly like it is describing. It is describing being so sick that you are close to death. It's also simple to use. Example, how are you feeling today? I'm at death's door. Similar to number 3, we have number 4, which is to feel like death warmed up. This means to feel absolutely terrible, but not close to death, but still to feel pretty awful. Like you have no energy, you have a fever, you have a splitting headache, and so on. Example, how are you feeling? I feel like death warmed up. Number 5, to feel out of sorts or to feel under the weather. These both have the same meaning. It just means to feel a little unwell, usually at the beginning of a cold. Maybe you have a small headache or you don't have energy. You can simply say, I feel a little out of sorts today, or I'm a little under the weather. The main thing is that it's not describing something serious. It also usually lasts 1 or 2 days before it becomes something serious or before it gets better. And that's it. 5 ways to describe being sick and just how sick you are. Next, we will look at 7 words you can use to talk about what you are experiencing. And I'm going to teach it to you really quickly. Number 1, stuffy nose. This is a nose that is congested. It's full of mucus and snot, and it does not allow you to breathe through your nose freely. 2, runny nose. This is a nose that is constantly dripping. There's a liquid coming from your nose and you have to blow into a tissue to clear your nose. 3, sore throat. Sore is a lovely word to use for painful or to describe something that hurts. So if you have a sore throat, then this part of your body hurts a lot. Fatigue. This refers to extreme tiredness, to have no energy to do anything. Nausea. To have nausea or to feel nauseous means that you feel like you need to vomit. Number 6 is splitting headache, and I mentioned this phrase earlier. When you have a splitting headache, it means that you have a very severe or bad headache. Again, as a native, I wouldn't say I have a headache. I would rather say, oh, I have a splitting headache. It just communicates exactly what I'm feeling, and of course, it's more dramatic. Number 7, to puke or to throw up. This means to vomit. Obviously, puke and throw up are more informal ways of saying vomit. We also have the idiom to puke one's guts out, and this means to vomit so severely that it feels like your insides are going to come out. Finally, let's look at 3 ways we can talk about recovering from a sickness. First, we can say, I am on the mend. The word mend means to fix or to repair. So it just means that we are being fixed or repaired after being so sick. Second, we can say, I am back on my feet. This just means I am well again. This phrase is quite versatile, as it can also be used to talk about being well again after going through some financial struggles. And the last one is to be back alive and kicking. Usually for those who have had one foot in the grave or who have been at death's door. It means that you are well and full of energy. To be alive obviously means that you are not dead, and kicking means that you are full of energy. And that's it, guys. Today we looked at different ways we can talk about being sick like a native English speaker. We also looked at the different ways that we can describe exactly how sick we are, the symptoms we have, and how to talk about recovering. If you enjoyed this lesson, then please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe if you are not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel. Thank you for your time today, and this is Ashley with Level Up English signing out. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.